like I'm in the belly of the beast because I get a chance to see your kind of creative mind and how it starts. This is the inception?
Yeah, I mean, all of these.
He was considered one of the world's greatest architects. His LA office is a museum in itself, where models of his iconic buildings in every iteration of development are on display. Walt Disney Concert Hall, a jewel in the crown of Los Angeles, one of his many masterpieces painting the skyline of major cities across the world. The exalted Guggenheim Bilbao in Spain, the Pierre Boulez Salle in Berlin, the Dancing House in Prague, the Opus in Hong Kong.
You don't know the final vision. You have to get there in the process. It's a journey.
Right.
On his walls, pictures of a prolific life and career, and of course, his passion for hockey. But no matter his diverse and immense achievements, Gehry deflects any notion of iconic stature.
I have to be, have a healthy insecurity, yes. I
Still?
do. Yeah. I think most creative people do.
He worked 6 days a week, hands-on every creation, leading a dynamic team of young architects on projects here in LA and around the world.
Do you look at your latest projects and say, this is my best work, or
No.
do you have a
Personally,
favorite?
No, it's like your kids. Which is your favorite kid?
Hard to choose, especially when you've done so much. The ever-astounding life of world-renowned architect Frank Gehry. He is today's LA Story. Welcome, everyone, to yet another amazing edition of LA Stories. We are in the offices of the master himself, one of the most important architects of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Can I call my mother and tell her?
You can tell her. Yeah. She's watching, I assume. It's an honor to be with you and a real privilege. Thank you for taking the time. It's astounding to me that you're in your 9th decade. You just had this magnificent birthday party in Berlin.
Yeah, forget about all that.
It's just a number.
Yeah.
But there's no slowing down for you. There's no retirement. You are like full bore, right? You're as
Right.
prolific and engaged as ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come in 6 days a week?
Yes. Well, that's what gets me going, is the hunt or the quest for making something. What gets me up in the morning, gets me working, is looking for solution, doing stuff, making things. It's the search, the quest, the wondering why, the curiosity, the cat with the ball of twine.
You have so many projects right now going on in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But what I really want to start with, this beautiful museum, the New World Jewish Museum in Israel. How important is the museum to you because of your Jewish roots?
I don't know. It's unconsciously probably more than I believe.
Really?
But consciously, I dismiss it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like what's going on in Israel. It's difficult. They're having difficult times.
But you get a chance to create a space to honor
Yeah.
Jews who've made a difference in the world, as opposed to museums like Yad Vashem that just speak about the Holocaust and the horrific history.
Well, we lost 30-some in Auschwitz. My mother's family. I don't know for my father's family. I've been to Poland, and I was asked to write on the wall, on this wall, that famous people came and they'd have them write on the wall. So I wrote, my grandfather left here in 1913. If he hadn't left, I wouldn't be here. And I signed it.
Meaningful to you?
Yeah.
Take me back to the importance of those times with your grandfather, reading from the Talmud to you, and what impact that had on you.
I didn't know it at the time, but he would sit and read it. And my grandfather made me realize very early that the curiosity was the issue, to continue that, asking why, questioning.
Not accepting things as status quo or as a set way
Yeah, at
of doing
least
things.
questioning, and I don't know, maybe accept it, but at least question it and discuss it.
Your original name was Goldberg.
Yep.
Why did you change it?
Oh, God. I was told that I should change my name at USC by people that said things will be a lot easier and stuff like that.
How'd you feel about that?
I was angry. There was a lot of anti-Semitism, and people all around us, everybody in my family, my father's sisters and brothers had all changed their names.
Do you regret it?
I always tell people.
I'm really Goldberg.
Yeah.
Do you remember being with your father in Toronto when they said only no Jews allowed in the restaurants? You do remember that?
Yeah.
And does that stay with you? Had that stayed with you and made an impact on you and the way you looked at the world?
I'm sure it does, but I probably have blocked it out of my mind. It's complicated to talk about because at that time, at that school, in this world, it was in the middle of McCarthyism. It was in the middle of communists. Everybody was scared. Everybody was red baiting. A lot of my friends were caught by the House Un-American Activities Committee. Doctors, screenwriters, like
Those were your immediate circles.
Mike Wilson,
Yeah.
who wrote A Place in the Sun, got credit for it, but then he did Bridge on the River Kwai and Lawrence of Arabia with no credit. So all of that was happening. So it was not only, it was communism, Jews, everything was mixed up. It was a potpourri of stupidity, kind of like what's going on today. At the time, I was getting beat up for stuff.
Did you get physically beat up for being Jewish?
When I was a kid, yeah, for killing Christ.
That's what the kids
You're
told
looking
you.
at a Christ killer.
That's what they said.
Yeah. In Timmins. Yeah. 1930s.
So then back to the project, the museum, important to you?
I suspect it's more important than I... It's bringing tears to my eyes, so don't ask me. It must be more important than I think.
Oh, yeah.
Can't help it.
You know, so when you think of legacy, you have many masterpieces that will be a part of your great legacy, Frank. So in light of this history and whatever connection you have to the museum, it's an important work, this one.
I hope so.
When LA Stories comes back, world-renowned architect Frank Gehry talks of the trials and triumphs of bringing the Walt Disney Concert Hall to life and the heartbreak of finding out Walt's wife, Lillian, didn't like the design. We are back with icon architect Frank Gehry, who reveals the pride and the pain he endured constructing the Walt Disney Concert Hall, the LA landmark whose signature steel sails were inspired by his love of sailing.
Did you ever feel afraid to be so daring and different?
You mean jumping off a cliff?
Yeah.
No, I like that feeling.
Let's take Disney Hall because it's close to home. I mean, you've transformed Los Angeles with Disney Hall.
Yeah, with one pishy little building.
One pishy little building. How proud of you of that pishy little building.
Well, I go there a lot. It's part of my life. I love the music. I love the people that are involved with it. I don't know, sometimes I look at it and think it's weird, and sometimes I look at it and I think it's okay.
You still do that.
I mean, I think that I had a client, her name was Lillian Disney, the widow of Walt, and when she saw the interior, she loved it. When she saw the exterior, she wanted to kill me.
Is that right?
Not
She didn't
kill
like
me.
it.
She did not like the exterior.
And how did that impact you?
I thought it was over. And I think she thought it was too. She was really negative about it. And
did that make you feel insecure, or did it make you feel more like kind of righteous?
I was upset about it. And she says, Frank, I know I've upset you. And she said, I'm not really an expert on what I'm thinking and doing. And she said, my daughters like what you're doing. And she said, I love the interior, but so I'm turning the project over to them. That's a lady, huh?
Was she happy in the end?
She died before she saw it, but a few months ago I was in a private, with a friend flying in a small aircraft, and we circled over the top, and the flower that she wanted is there. I mean, you can feel it when you're on the ground, but it's really, from the air you can see it, that I did make her flower for her, but she's probably looking at it.
And the daughters, did the Disney daughters love it?
Yes. Diane Disney became the champion. And I hardly knew her, but she fought all the way for everything. I asked her why she did that. And she said, she'd been through this kind of creative effort with her father in the studios, and people beating up on him, and studio heads and things like that.
Beating up on Walt Disney?
Emotionally telling him, you can't do this, can't do that. And she said she went through that as a young girl, and she saw this happening, and she didn't want it to happen. She liked the building. Her mother liked it. They put up a lot of money, and she was going to make sure it was something I liked.
That wasn't the only pushback, too. There was a point, there was a lot of accusations of mismanagement with Disney Hall, and I read that people would come up to you in restaurants and say, how could you have done this to Los Angeles? Did that really happen?
That really happened, yeah.
And how did you feel about that?
Terrible. I wanted to move out of town.
You did, really?
Yeah.
But you were totally exonerated, and now it's revered, along with Bilbao, as some of your greatest masterpieces, and you found peace in that process.
Oh, yeah.
You have been critical of Los Angeles in terms of its architectural kind of daringness or lack thereof. Where are we today?
There's only one tower downtown that I like. It was done by Caesar Pelli. Most of them are do-overs of other things you've seen, and most of them aren't very good. They just don't know better.
You have said that Los Angeles has missed one opportunity after another, that it's kept safe, and it doesn't have a great architectural landscape.
No.
You still feel that way?
Yeah.
What needs to change?
It ain't gonna change. I think people live in denial. They don't like it, but they don't. If somebody comes along and does something new or different, they get scared. That it's somebody's ego trip, or it's gonna cost too much, or this is the way we always do it. This is the way it is. I think denialism is a big issue.
Still in the city of LA?
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
You said it's a work of love when you do your building. And so when you create a building, you're making love to the world. Do you still feel that way?
I'm not sure. I think it's lovingly done, and it's optimistically done. It's going to be a good thing.
When we come back, world-renowned architect Frank Gehry talks of the early days in LA and how being shunned by fellow architects impacted his iconic career. We are back with America's preeminent architect, Frank Gehry, on his early days in LA, not fitting in, and finding his own voice and style that would rivet the world.
When you first started out, the architectural community didn't embrace you, they were snooty. Did that work in your favor because then you would push boundaries in other ways?
Yeah, from the beginning, architecture was an art for me. The architects I knew that were my age, that were just coming out, started ridiculing me from the beginning. There was something I was doing that was not resonating with the way they thought architecture should be done.
Did you feel rejected by them?
I just thought they weren't interested and I wasn't interested. I found the LA art scene.
You could relate to that.
I could relate to that, and I felt they took me into their club, and I felt good about it, and I thought of myself as a lucky person being included in their lives, and I learned a lot from them.
The freedom of their expression.
Yeah, it was an emotional and stuff. So I guess I sort of naturally was attracted to that.
I read this great story. You had just completed your Santa Monica house that's now famous while you were making Santa Monica Place, and you were talking with a gentleman who said, well, if you love your house, why would you build something like that? And that's the day you decided, I'm never going to do anything for just commercial gain again. Is that right?
Yes. So I let all the people go in the office and we started over again.
You really did that?
Yeah.
You just said, we're not going to do business as usual
Well, because
anymore.
I had 2 more projects, and I said, God, you're right. I shouldn't be doing this. And we agreed. And
So that,
I stopped doing it. They got
was a
another
seminal
architect,
day.
and I went and started over again.
and what was your motto then? Like, I'll only do what I resonate and what I'm passionate about?
Well, if I would take things where I thought I could make a difference, not where I was being driven by
The monetary gain.
the whole thing.
Was that liberating?
And since then, I've been fairly pure to that. I make it so it's different, it's honest, and it's not like everything else.
I read that you came from very humble beginnings when you came from Toronto. Your father was a truck driver. You even drove a truck for a while.
I was a truck driver, yeah. That was difficult routes. I don't know if I guess they made you tougher. I don't know. I can't believe it all looking back at some of the things I've done.
Is your life surprising to you?
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it?
surprise looking back and saying, holy
What's the biggest surprise?
that I got 150 people out here and they still believe in me.
I think there's a lot of people that believe in you. There's a sculpture that you often talk about. It's of this 500 BC charioteer, and that moves you very much, but the name of the artist is not present, and I wanted to find out why that particular piece moves you so.
Well, I went on a trip to Greece, and we went to Delphi, and there was the charioteer standing in front of us, the statue, 500 BC, and I looked on the bottom and it said, artist unknown. I started crying. I couldn't contain myself because it was so beautiful. It was so, it delivered a feeling that was knockout. And I realized that some human being, artist, built something that transmitted feelings through time. And I said, God, that's the North Star. That's what we got to do. We should be able to do some of that.
Do you feel you've done that?
Not like that did. I don't know. Has anybody cried when they saw my buildings? They have.
Is that when you say, I've done what I've come to do?
Well, I've opened the door to it. Let's keep doing it.
Frank Gehry, what an honor to be in your presence. Thank you for all your masterpieces. Thank you.
I'll keep trying.
Yeah, maybe you'll get it one day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of LA Stories. I'm Giselle Fernandez. We will see you next time. Thank you so much.
Phew. She's good. You got me crying. How did you do that?
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.